Redwood National and State Parks in Northern California are home to some of the most awe-inspiring natural wonders on Earth. Here, trees that were alive before the birth of human civilization still stand tall, stretching skyward like living skyscrapers. The parks preserve not only the tallest trees in the world, but also a unique ecosystem that exists nowhere else. The redwoods are famous for their height. Some of these giants reach over 370 feet, taller than the Statue of Liberty. To stand beneath one is to feel small, humbled, and deeply connected to nature's power. Unlike most forests, where trees form dense canopies, redwood forests filter light in a magical way. Sunbeams cut through mist and fog, creating glowing shafts of golden light that seem almost otherworldly. These trees belong to the species Sequoia sempervirens, commonly called the coast redwood. The scientific name means ever-living sequoia, which is appropriate because many of them live for over 2,000 years. When ancient Rome was at its height, many of the redwoods alive today were already growing in California. They are living time capsules of Earth's history. The parks themselves are vast, covering over 130,000 acres of forests, prairies, rivers, and coastline. Redwood National Park was established in 1968, but it works together with 3 state parks: Jedediah Smith Redwoods, Del Norte Coast Redwoods, and Prairie Creek Redwoods. Together, they protect nearly half of the remaining old-growth coast redwoods on the planet. Redwood forests are not just about trees. They are complete ecosystems filled with wildlife. Roosevelt elk wander in meadows. Banana slugs crawl slowly across damp trails. Northern spotted owls call out from hidden branches. Every level of the forest teems with life. The climate of Northern California creates the perfect environment for redwoods. Cool temperatures, coastal fog, and abundant rainfall provide the moisture these trees need. The fog is especially important. During dry summer months, redwoods capture water directly from the fog through their leaves and bark, keeping themselves alive even when the soil is dry. But redwoods are more than biological marvels. They are cultural treasures. Indigenous peoples, including the Yurok, Tolowa, and Cholula tribes, lived among these trees for thousands of years. They respected the forest, taking only what they needed and treating the redwoods as sacred beings. For them, the forest was not just a resource, but a relative. European settlers, however, saw the redwoods as timber. During the 19th and early 20th centuries, logging destroyed nearly 90% of the original redwood forests. Vast stretches of giants were cut down, leaving only fragments of old growth standing. It was one of the greatest ecological losses in North America. The creation of Redwood National and State Parks was a response to this devastation. Conservationists, scientists, and ordinary citizens fought hard to save what remained. Thanks to their efforts, millions of people today can still walk among these trees and experience the awe they inspire. Today, the parks are recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and an International Biosphere Reserve, highlighting their global importance. They are not only American treasures, but world treasures, serving as a reminder of what humanity can achieve when it chooses protection over destruction. Standing in a redwood grove is unlike any other experience. The air is cooler, filled with the scent of earth and bark. The sound is hushed, broken only by the occasional bird call or rustling leaf. The ground is soft with fallen needles. Looking upward, the trees seem endless, fading into the fog. It feels like entering a cathedral, except this one was built by nature. People often describe the redwoods as timeless. That word captures both their age and their resilience. These trees have survived fires, floods, and storms for millennia. Their thick bark protects them from flames. Their ability to sprout new growth from their base allows them to recover after damage. They are survivors, embodying nature's persistence. At the same time, they remind us of our fragility. Compared to the lifespan of a redwood, a human life is a mere moment. To walk among them is to confront time itself, to feel both small and part of something infinite. This is why so many visitors leave the parks not only with photos, but with a renewed sense of humility and responsibility. The redwoods are also vital to the planet's health. They absorb massive amounts of carbon dioxide, making them powerful allies against climate change. A single redwood can store as much carbon as hundreds of smaller trees. Protecting them is not just about beauty, but survival. They are climate guardians, silently working to stabilize Earth's atmosphere. Tourism plays a major role in the parks today. Visitors from around the world travel to see the Avenue of the Giants, Fern Canyon, and Tall Trees Grove. Each trail offers a different perspective, from vast groves of ancient trees to lush canyons dripping with ferns and moss. The parks are both wild sanctuaries and accessible destinations, balancing conservation with human curiosity. Filmmakers have also been drawn to the redwoods. Their dramatic landscapes have appeared in blockbuster movies like Jurassic Park and Star Wars: Return of the Jedi. The forest's primeval atmosphere makes it a perfect stand-in for alien worlds or prehistoric Earth. These appearances have introduced millions of people to the beauty of the redwoods, even if they never visit in person. Yet the parks are not immune to threats. Climate change, wildfires, and invasive species continue to challenge the survival of redwoods. Rising temperatures and prolonged droughts make them vulnerable in ways they have never been before. While they are ancient survivors, the future of redwoods depends on human action. This is why the parks are more than just destinations for sightseeing. They are classrooms, sanctuaries, and rallying points for conservation. By protecting redwoods, we protect biodiversity, carbon storage, and cultural heritage. We also protect our own future. The story of Redwood National and State Parks is a story of loss and recovery, destruction and hope. It reminds us of the mistakes of the past, when greed nearly destroyed a wonder of the natural world. But it also shows us what can happen when people come together to protect something greater than themselves. As we begin this journey through the world of the redwoods, we will discover not only their scientific and ecological significance, but also their emotional and spiritual impact. The redwoods are more than trees. They are symbols of endurance, resilience, and harmony. This is the beginning of their story, and it is also the beginning of our exploration.